What is going on? I'm Zedmont. Today is a holiday here. I did not plan to put a video out, but some unusual things came up. So we got Creator Boost Zedmont in the shop. We're going to jump into Warships. This is going to act as like a warning or as a abrupt U-turn or something. As you can see, sitting here at the 5 engine room level, and for starters, this base is terrible. Absolutely awful. You can see that I'm winning some, but there's also some very, very, very quick losses, such as that one, I was at the brink. I've got shocks. By the way, once you get to 5 engine rooms, yes, you want to go get shocks, and you probably want to get boom cannons. I went mortars because I wanted to try and stop seeker players, but mortars, boom cannons probably better for 99% of the population because seekers are not a thing. Seekers are fizzling and fizzling hard. I have had very, very good seeker players fizzle on my base, and this base is very good to stop seekers, but it's very, very bad, as you can see here, to stop Rocket Choppa players. So what you're going to want to do is, number one, get that barrage boosted to max. That is fairly important. Number two, go and get shocks. And then number three, you're probably going to be going Rocket Choppas. We might go back and get seekers. There might be some split attack options. Also, critter launchers might be on the plate. But for now, Rocket Choppas, my friends. Rocket Choppas, Rocket Choppas. Now, I'm going to do a quick drawing to show you what the hit looks like, simply because you guys have said you like the drawings quite a bit. So it's going to be something like this. We're going to have like one boat of rifles here, one boat of rifles here, and then just blah. The other 6 boats of Rocket Choppas just clearing all of this stuff. Barraging there. And then final kamikaze flare on that engine room. It's very, very, very easy hit. Now, obviously, there's other bases. My base needs to be changed. Let's show you the other person's hit here. There are many ways to stop them, but then you're going to worry about seekers. There's all sorts of different hits out there. This one, as you see right here, 2 rifles coming out. Brick coming out. Brick's not really bringing a heck of a lot to the table. Sure, she's keeping those riflemen alive for half a second longer, perhaps, but just straightforward. No flares, just barraging and clearing and hanging out, and my doom cannon is poorly placed, obviously. I copied this base off someone. I can't remember who it was, but they didn't even have to use a flare, really? They did. A quick note, I also broke down. I opened Rocket Choppas, you'll see probably right about here, I'm guessing it was. Maybe it was this one. I opened Rocket Choppas. I was all excited. I dropped my riflemen and my Rocket Choppas. I had planned to go barrage, get those back ones and barrage this middle one, and then I realized, oh crap, I don't have flares. So those of you who remember when 3 engine rooms became useless because you could BART out an engine room, that's where 4 engine rooms is at right now. So a couple people have asked, hey, should I get troop damage or troop health? No, get into 5. Get into 5 right meow. Yes, nimbly bimbly like a cat, get into 5 engine rooms because 4s are so ridiculously simple to walk through. Once you either get shocks, or you get Rocket Choppas, or you get both, or you get max barrage, or sounding like a Boston Bruins fan talking about the heyday there for a sec. Maybe, does that make, I don't know. Anyways, taking a breath, because that was a lot of talking and not a lot of attacking. I am swamped right now, have not done a heck of a lot of attacking, so wife is away for a long, long while. Went on a getaway with her mother, which is awesome for her, and very, 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 very busy for me, trying to get all of the children to all of the things all of the time. We're still rocking with Kavan. Possibly might have wanted to think about bringing our good friend Ice Shield to the party. Not entirely sure. I don't have any idea how to do these attacks quite yet. Still learning on the Rocket Choppa front. So do consider jumping on that subscribe button, simply because then I'll be able to show you better hits instead of just walking through things willy to the nilly as we try to keep that one left-hand side Rocket Choppa alive. It's doing okay. It's about to get shot down though, right there. Yep, we saw that coming. Wasn't a huge surprise, but we've still got a bunch of rifles over here. Let's throw... Barrages are not a good idea because I've already used a barrage on that, what is that thing called? Getting rid of the Doom Cannon. So this attack is going to 99.9% be a failure, possibly even a fizzle, simply because I did not make a plan for what the heck I was going to do with my GBE. So we're doing like this half barrage madness, disgusting mess of an attack. You know what? Let's just get the heck out of here. We'll save ourselves some time. I'm sure we could have gotten all those engine rooms down, but not today, my friends. Not today. We're just gonna get the heck out of Dodge, maybe throw a med kit on just to help enhance our shame a little bit, and we'll come back with hopefully a better hit. As you can see, bases have started to adapt to the Rocket Choppas coming. Like that proto, that Sky Shield is probably calling my name, but I gotta say, Bullet also in there. Haven't really decided on my next steps. I did not plan to make this video, but a couple people were asking about Seekers. People were pointing directly towards Seekers, and I wouldn't feel quite right if I sent you guys towards... I've been talking all season about Seekers. I have seen some very good players with Seekers fizzle against my base. So that's what made me think, hey, need to put a little message out there letting you guys know that it's not a thing like we thought it was going to be a thing. So there we go. We're going to get this, what is that called? Critters over to that left-hand side. We've got enough troops walking through all of this stuff. 1, 2, 3. Do we have a fourth? Yes, we do. There's our fourth barrage. And now we're going to get back over into this neighborhood. We've gotten rid of the important thing. Come on. This is where it's going to be super duper time sensitive. So as soon as that left-hand side engine room goes, we're going to get onto that other one. We're going to flare there. We're going to throw some critters and we're going to get a shock out, trying our darndest to keep all of our Rocket Choppas alive as we throw a final barrage. 2 minutes 57 seconds. You can be 255 to 310 or so with Rocket Choppas. You can be 310 to 320, 25 with Seekers if you can get Seekers to go. We lost. I told you my base is bad, didn't I? Yes, yes indeed. I bet you they're doing the exact attack I just showed you. Let's have a look here. Even easier for them. Not even having... Oh, there is the first of the split attacks. Those Seekers were poorly placed. I'm calling this an average attack. I realize that's a bit of fighting words, but that was an average attack. They dropped their Seekers too early. Seekers, they could have dropped them a little bit later and had them turn left instead of turning right. So, Squiggles, you beat me, but there is a great example of just how troops are coming. And just a quick note, someone mentioned this. It might have been Cron Howard. It might have been Luke. Someone in the Join at Own Risk family mentioned, after this point, you're probably not getting anything else till Heavy Choppas. So their general feeling was hunker down and double down and go all in and other card references. I personally, leaving the cryos at tick 1, not getting grenadiers, gonna try to learn Rocket Choppas on this account, and my other account, I'm still going Seekers. You know what? Screw it. I don't even have building damage or building health on my other account. That's why it's sitting in like 17. So if you get nothing from this video, except for possibly some satisfaction from watching me get my rear end handed to me, do consider maybe, just maybe, Seekers are not the answer. Oh, thank goodness. A 4 engine room base. That is just Lovely. This should be the exact same attack. This is literally the exact same attack that those people were doing to me on the 5-engine room base, but it's a lot easier because barraging a 4-engine room base, as you can see right about there, a heck of a lot easier than barraging a 5-engine room base. Little bit easier on the GBE, little bit easier on the eyes. Let's get some more rifles out there before Kavan gets shot in the head. Critters pop out. Critters not quite taking down that engine room, unfortunately, so we'll just throw a barrage over there. What the heck? Tried to squeak it out the easy way, couldn't quite do it. Let's flare back into there, and then we'll flare onto that final engine room. That should be an easy finish, especially as I can shock their boom cannon and their doom cannon, and then I can throw another shock just for something to do. So 3 minutes, 5 seconds, 4 engine room bases. Get away from the 4 engine rooms. I kind of like this season because 3s were beating 4s, and then all of a sudden 3s were irrelevant. 4s were beating 5s, and then all of a sudden 4s were irrelevant. Obviously, that's easy for me to say because I don't have any sort of engine room locks here. If you're HQ level 19, that's going to be some bad news for you. And I think if you're HQ level 13 or 14, I think that's going to be bad news for you over here. Really want Supercell to get rid of the Admiral's Key. I think it's useless and irrelevant and causing matchmaking issues and headaches and all the rest of it. Do comment if you're stuck at an engine room level and you want to go ahead, but you just can't. At least I picked up an easy win there, and somehow, some way, look at that. By the way, Golden Dragon. I had at least 1 or 2 of you comment and say, I beat Golden Dragon the first day. I beat Stoneheart the first day. These players, he was fully in hiding, saving keys so that he could jump ahead in tech. People who were like me and got mortars. I bet you Golden Dragon doesn't even have mortars quite yet. Let's have a look here. Do they have mortars? No. Oh, they do finally have mortars. Okay, so just because you beat someone on day 1 of the season, spending early versus winning late, there is a very fine balance. And by the way, Golden Dragon is Stoneheart. So Stoneheart, again, at the #1 rank, doing that fine knife edge balance. Big shout out to Stoneheart. Between winning now and not losing too much and spending your keys and saving your keys and all the rest of it. So yes, these full resets, I really do like them, but the same players are back up the top. The exact same players are back up the top because it's not, yes, they do get an advantage on the non-reset seasons, but on the reset seasons, knowing when to save, when to spend, picking your push points, and you don't necessarily have to play a ton, but you definitely have to play a lot when those push points come. And I think I've missed every I know I had 1 good push point. I went from 16 to 19 when I got Rifle Zooka, but I've missed every other push point, which kind of shows why I'm still at 19, to be completely and utterly frank. Whenever you can be frank, you should probably be frank. Let's get in. Oh, scary. What? This person has no mortars. They've got all the troop health and all the troop damage, but no building health, a little bit of building health, no building damage. They're probably going to be very fast, which worries me a lot. Do I have Zookas still? Yes, I do still have Zookas. If I go to that right, can I just walk through that stuff? Maybe. We're going to try to do a little bit of a different drop, a little bit different plan. We're going to go something like this, and then we're going to drop all of our troops over into here, getting those critters out. Critters were half a second late, unfortunately, but we should still be able to walk through all of this stuff using those Zookas at shore, completely and utterly ignoring most of the defenses that are out there, except for the Doom Cannon when I've been a little bit late in flaring it. Just need those Zookas to clear that front engine room, and then I can start getting those flares out. There we go. Need to get back into here, get one more shock out. Unfortunately, you can see the potential here. I am just not executing well. Split drops like that for even one boat of Seekers would have been magical. You saw how fast their time went, right? I'm going to assume that they did either Seekers and Rocket Choppas or Seekers on their own. No way of telling until we finish off this pathetic, wimpy, kick to the face sort of battle. Let's get those shocks out, those critters out. Sky shields, as you can see there, being fairly useful for many, many players. But this sky shield, I believe, has, yeah, we can flare through that sky shield. We're just slow, just by being slow. So we're about to lose yet again, bit by stinking little bit. We will retreat right about now. Giant. But at least we gave away our stars to someone in the join at own risk family. Let's see which troops they've got. What are you using? There's the Seekers. Did they actually get a decent Seeker attack? I really, really hope so. Throwing out the barrages. Full Seekers. Brick doing nothing at all. Decent. And as you saw, they got rid of my shock launcher. So just throwing the shocks out bit by stinking little bit. And knife, edge, win. They had quite a few Seekers left. That's probably the best Seeker hit I've seen this season. And again, the higher Seeker players are up in 21, 22. So that's not saying I mean, it is a good hit, but it's not saying a lot because the Seeker hits, I don't think I've yet see a full Seeker hit finish my base. So Seekers, probably not. But as Mr. Dr. Boom there showed you, maybe, just maybe. I'm feeling a bit of FOMO not having Seekers, but at the same time, Rocket Choppas, Bullet, all of the things. Once I get my feet under me, I'm confident we'll be able to do a lot better. So do stick around, consider subscribing. I promise I'll get you better Rocket Choppa hits and maybe even some Seeker hits as soon as maybe tomorrow. I'm Zedmot. Like I said, liking, sharing, subscribing, telling a friend, all the rest of it as we see Forlorn Hope getting opened in a big way. Thanks for coming in. I'm Zedmot. Peace.